Wi-Fi, so let's go. And a track. Anybody want to hop in here and have any questions? I should always, let's see, what mini topic can I have? Because I just don't want to sit here and not talk about anything. That's another thing I can do too, is come in with like a mini topic, or maybe a topic that I'm going to talk about tonight and kind of touch on it. That way it gives it flow. Yeah, let's do that. What am I going to talk about tonight? Man, it's just that whole, I've been on that lately, just conscience and listening to your conscience and not complaining about your problems. It's so tough to not complain about your problems. It's so tough to not whine that things are not going your way. Simply as to think, when is this gonna get better? Boom, right there, whining. When is this gonna get better is a form of whining. Why is this taking so long to get better? Yeah, I have faith. Yeah, I have trust. Yeah, I know this too shall pass, but damn it, when is this gonna pass? That's you having fear. You're scared that you're not gonna be able to put up with it, withstand it, stick to it, get through it. So what do? You whine and complain right there. That's doubt, lack of faith, fear. Those are all low attitude, low frequency, low energy attitudes, energies. I call them attitudes just to use a little bit more common language. So when you're going through a compression, and remember, a lot of compressions could happen at the same time. It's not just you go through one thing. You know, it could go anything as you wanted to wake up early and you did it. Compression number one. You're disappointed. You feel regret. You don't have any creamer for your coffee. Ah, man, you were looking forward to it. Compression. You spilled toothpaste on your brand new black t-shirt or shirt, whatever, fancy shirt. Traffic. You get a phone call that you didn't want to get. You get an email that you didn't want to get. Some old school thing that something that you didn't finalize in the past comes to haunt you a little bit, and it's like, oh yeah, that part. All those they could all happen on the same day. So we don't get compressions, we don't get issues, problems one at a time. They come in layers sometimes. People say, oh, people happen in 3. Shit, I don't know about you, but sometimes my stuff happens in 33. Like a lot. And then you got that underlying one that's been happening for years. And you're willing to put up with it. But it's just like, man, this has been going on for years. And I used to complain about it, but I'm not no more, because I'm in a new chapter in my life, a new phase in my life, where I'm not a whiner and complainer, because I've gotten on this mission of elevating myself and doing the hard stuff, and not whining and complaining and bitching and self-victimizing is hard. It feels good to complain. Dang it. Oh, why is this taking so long? How can't things get better? Oh, I'm going to hurry things along and do it myself. What do you know? What do you know? You don't even know what you're doing, creation. You don't know what you're doing, God. Let me do it. Let me handle it. I could do it better. Exactly. Cry baby. Exactly. That's exactly what it is. You got it right. A, B. You got to say thank you. Thank you for the adversity. Thank you for the challenge. Thank you for the compression. Thank you for the pressure. I know it's going to make me stronger, wiser, and I'll receive the prize of confidence that equally matches the discipline I built, and everything I want gets a little closer. So remember, I'm just kind of talking a little bit of what I'll probably talk about in tonight's live. Tonight's live is a little bit more with, hit the like button, by the way. It has a little bit more, has a topic, and I get into the topic, and then we talk about it. And if there's any questions at the end and I got some time, I'll skim through them. But during the day, we got Q&As. Thank you for the like. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe so you get notified when I go live. If you stumbled upon this live just in your feed, pleasure to meet you. My name is Albert Lopez. I talk about my personal development journey. I talk about my personal development journey as a YouTuber as well, in personal development, and I encourage you to start your journey. If you're here for a reason. You're watching this much for a reason. It fell into your lap for a reason. So now it's your job to start sharing your journey so you can help somebody else out, just like maybe a video helped you out. That's what I talk about here. I go live every day. I post every day, shorts, long format. So join the fam bam. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like. If you're watching this on the replay, it's all good. I let them. My lives go up as regular videos, and the Q&As could have some good Qs, and then I'll just jump on the A's. I'm just getting, just like I said, I recommend anybody who should start their YouTube channel and start becoming a personal development YouTuber. There's nothing like doing. There's nothing like doing to normalizing it, to desensitizing it, to take away the nerves, to take away the I don't know what I'm doing. I didn't do these these lives daily. Why? Because it made me a little nervous. Like, what am I gonna talk about? What about if nobody has any questions? What am I gonna? How can I bring any value? How can I help anybody without having a topic? What am I do? Just sit here in front of the screen? No questions. I'm not talking if there's no questions. Of course not. So it took a couple. It took a couple of lives and a couple of weeks, not a couple of videos, a couple of weeks before. Just right now, just literally right now. If you watch this on the replay, I just came up with the idea because I was on the hot seat of going live that I should just come on here and do a little brief chat while people come into the chat about what I'm going to talk about tonight. And I was like, perfect. That's a great idea. And that's what I'm doing. See if anybody got any questions. Is you complaining? As an example of complaining, exactly. I don't complain no more. Let's see. We have 3 dogs at home. Yes, that's a good question. We have a Rottweiler, a Maltese, and a Corgi who just had a birthday. She's 4 now. Let's see. No questions. Let's see, what else could we... Oh, so anyways, later on tonight we will be having that as a topic, just focusing on problems, seeing problems as gifts. Right? There's potential behind each problem of the potential of gaining discipline, earning confidence. It's tough though. It's one of the toughest exercises that I've done. And just like exercising, just like training, it's tough. But the tough is where you get the gains. And then the gains are beautiful. There's nothing like taking off your shirt and saying, whoa, that's cool. That's your reward. Well, just like problems are like exercise. They're like training. They're gifts. They're gifts from above that, like, here's some emotional, spiritual, mental training for you to do. If you run into it, if you get into it, if you sink your teeth into it, if you sit in it, if you get through it without whining and complaining or bitching or making yourself the victim, you'll receive the gain, the prize, which is what? Discipline, confidence. All your goals get brought to you a little quicker, a little sooner. They get a little closer. And probably the one that it's like when you get gains, you don't just get them like muscle gains, or you lose weight, your skin tightens up, or you lean up, or you bulk up a little bit. It's not just in front of the mirror. You throw on your shirt, you go anywhere you go, that's where you're at. You take your gains with you. Same with this, same with the discipline, with the confidence, with the feeling good, with knowing that you could trust yourself, and knowing that you can do the things that you're capable of doing, the hard stuff. You take it wherever you go. Hey, what's up, Johnny? You take it wherever you go. You don't just leave it wherever you had the discipline to put up with the problem. Nah, you take it with you, so you're able to you become rare, and people that are rare are valuable. So wherever you show up, you're bringing value to the table. You're not just bringing hunger. When you show up, you're valuable. People start looking forward to seeing you because you're someone who's valuable. You bring a good attitude. You bring good advice. You bring good energy. You bring a good attitude, a good point of view. Who wants to have another complainer at the table? Those are not valuable. Those are not rare. They come by the bunch, which is why you want to become rare. Do the things that are difficult. No one wants to do them. Let's see if we got any other questions here before I get on. If you're still in here, make sure you, if you get in here, make sure you subscribe so you can get the alerts of when I go live. I'm going to go live again later on, pretty sure. For sure tonight, for tonight's topic. Let's see. The weather, it's about 70, high 70s, overcast. I'm about to lose this hoodie. It's getting warm in here. It's beautiful. Oh, that's it. All right, I guess we don't got any questions today. But thank you for the likes. Thank you for the love. Thanks for subscribing. If you're watching this on the replay, make sure you subscribe so you get the alerts of me going live, sometimes multiple times a day, but for sure, once a day. And then we post long format and shorts. It's all about becoming better, elevating yourself, finding the good in the difficult road. That's where as I'll tell you, as tough as it is to believe that goodness comes out of the compressions, when it's gloomy, when it's cloudy, when it's bullshit, when it's this ain't working out, this ain't even worth it, this ain't working, add the word, your attitude and discipline to that sentence, because that's what's not working. The events that are taking place are supposed to take place. They're an opportunity for you to grow, but you're just adding a low attitude and no discipline, which is why you can't handle it. If you were to switch your mindset around and say everything that's happening to me is not happening to me, it's happening for me. I just need to elevate my discipline by doing the hard stuff like exercise every day, dieting every day, waking up at an uncomfortable time every day, doing the things I don't want to do when I don't want to do them and I know that I should every day. You'll start building that discipline. And automatically, because you have a high discipline, the voice of your conscience will become louder, and you'll start getting directions on what you need to do moment by moment, which is more difficult things, because we don't want to do what our conscience tells us to do or is telling us not to do, because it's typically the opposite of what the self wants to do. That'll build discipline. By building discipline, you automatically raise your vibration, your personal rate of vibration, which is what I call your attitude. Your attitude will automatically go up. Let's see, what else we got? Did anything come in before I go? Morgan, hey, what's up, Morgan? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're here. We're doing it. Then go handle it, Jimmy. Yeah, you come on here and rewatch it. And definitely, I let them go live as soon as YouTube does. It renders it and then it lets it go live. It doesn't take very long. But I think that's it for right now. I'll get at you guys later. Thanks for coming in. Make sure you like, subscribe. If you're watching this on the replay, I'm telling you, subscribe so you get the alerts of Mr. Albert Lopez's live. See you later.